Are you scratching your head wondering why long-term interest rates are now lower than short-term interest rates? Aren't you supposed to invest it for the long term and not lose it? Inverted yield curves are what's behind negative interest rates, and you need to pay attention because a recession may be looming. Let's look at why inverted yield curves matter to you. Hi everyone, welcome to Money Answers TV. I'm Jordan Goodman, America's Money Answers man. We're here to help you build your skills and knowledge so you can be successful in your financial life. The yield curve compares the interest rates paid on Treasury securities based on when they mature. The shortest maturity is 3 months, the longest 30 years. In normal times, the yield curve is positively sloped, meaning you earn more interest on long-term interest rates than you do on short-term interest rates. That's because investors expect to earn more for committing their money for a longer period of time. But lately, the yield curve has become inverted, meaning that short-term rates pay more than long-term rates. For example, the 10-year Treasury now pays 1.5%, but 2-year Treasuries pay 1.6%. Why is this happening? It's happening because a number of U.S. economic markers are causing investors to worry about the long-term outlook for the U.S. economy. The Federal Reserve has raised short-term interest rates 9 times since the end of 2015. There's concern that the global economy is slowing because of the escalating trade war between the U.S. and China. The fear of that trade war has pushed long-term interest rates down sharply. Worried investors from around the world have been piling their money into long-term U.S. Treasuries as a safety haven. Bonds are traditionally considered the most conservative and lowest risk of investments, no matter what the stock market or economy is doing. Increased demand for bonds pushes up their price and lowers their yields. Hang in there for a minute, because you really need to understand the implications of what an inverted yield curve may have for you. Many economists see the inverted yield curve as a sign that the U.S. economy is going to fall into a recession. Every recession for the past few decades has been preceded by an inverted yield curve. But every inverted yield curve has not been followed by a recession. It's an indicator, but not a guarantee, an important difference to remember. It usually takes 12 to 14 months for a recession to kick in once the curve has inverted, and it just inverted recently. If consumers and businesses think a recession is coming, they can cut back on their discretionary spending, which can cause an economic slowdown. So keep your eye on whether the yield curve stays inverted, because it's often seen as a canary in the coal mine of a coming recession. And be sure to watch the partner video to this one to get a better understanding of negative interest rates.